the big day today was, of course, Catherine was making a return to work, and after attending the Festival of Remembrance at the Albert Hall last night, she turned up again today, and she we were so pleased to see her. She looked very well. Her hair looked beautiful, as always beautiful outfit. And she was on the balcony with Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh, who couldn't see her face very well. Sophie had a very floppy hat, but Catherine shone, and she was, she was very, very sombre at the 2-minute silence, like we all were. But then, she did give us a smile now and again during the service, and she sung with great gusto the national anthem and the hymn. And so she was the star attraction, although the King, leading the mourners of the whole nation, he looked like the world of the troubles of the world on his shoulder. He lays that wreath, and he cares so much. He's in the military himself. He's Colonel-in-Chief of many regiments. He knows that so many people that pass away when the regiment loses one of their men, he writes to their family. He's very involved in all that, so he would be thinking very much of people in his own family he's lost. His mother, only 2 years dead, Lord Mountbatten. The people that he cares about deeply, he was thinking about them as well, probably. But William, of course, supported him totally, and I must say his beard's getting better looking. But then with Princess Anne, and of course our Queen, lovely Queen Camilla, she's not very well, and she would have loved to have been there. She just loves that occasion, but she's not up to it, and she felt that she should try and keep in the warm and try and get on the mend quickly. But her equerry laid a wreath on her behalf, and then of course Princess Anne laid a wreath, Edward, and of course the Prime Minister and the Leader of the Opposition, and then everybody just started to lay the wreaths. But then there was this amazing march past of these veterans who I don't know how they do it, but some of them are in their 80s and they still walk briskly like they were on parade when they joined up. And it was nice to see Johnson Beharry, I think Johnson Beharry VC, who was walking with the Chelsea pensioners. That was really nice. But there was Nigel Farage was there on the balcony, and all the wives of former prime ministers. But the main star was Catherine. Catherine looked stunning, and my pictures, it just, when she smiles, it's sort of like a clap of thunder goes through the camera. You know you've got a really cracking picture, and I hope we use one in the Sun tomorrow. But anyway, all in all, it's a very, very sombre day when we think of people we've lost in wars, and I suppose, and just generally people we care about, we think about it. The 2-minute silence, you could have heard a pin drop. It was amazing. It was absolutely fantastic. And of course the wreaths, there must be 500 wreaths on the cenotaph as we speak now, because everybody wanted to get involved and pay their respects. All in all, I thought it was a sad day. It's always a sad day because we always think about, we lost members of our family in the Second World War, and it's not great. And I lost my grandfather was in the First World War, so I think of him. I never met him, but I think of him. So I'm named after him, Arthur Edwards, and you think of those and the sacrifice. 36 he was, and he left 5 children, and one of them was my father, and they had a struggle after that. But he went and did his duty, like all these people that we were thinking of today. But mostly, as I say, the King now just did it brilliantly. Everything goes like clockwork. It's the most amazing event. The bands were magnificent, the Marines, the combined bands, the music was great, and the funerary music was when it should be, but then they livened it up, Long Way to Tipperary, all the great sort of songs that they sing, and it was just ended with a lovely march past. And I left there thinking, I think I've done a good job today, but Catherine turning up today was the icing on the cake.